Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees fall back to earth and get swept by the Brewers. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit our merch store. That's that beautiful blue link right underneath the video. Well, the Yankees are who we thought they were. And like I said a couple of days ago, this was going to be a good litmus test for the New York Yankees, and they flunked the test with flying colors. The first game, Mizorowski, nobody was hitting that guy. Last night, Aaron, Baboon, Bubbles, Buffoon, wow, blows the game. And tonight, the New York Yankees lose in the bottom of the ninth with our closer, who we're supposed to rely on, Bednar, blowing it again, and he is a liability. And the Yankees are exactly who we thought they were. And the reason I say that is even when they win, I critique the Yankees and I get a lot of heat in the comment section. Hey, relax, they won. Hey, this, hey, that. But I can't sit here and not observe reality. The Yankees, when they were tearing off all those wins, were against lackluster teams with terrible pitching. The Kansas City Royals, the Houston Astros, the Baltimore Orioles. And this is why I was excited for the Yankees to have a test against a Brewers team who has the formula on how to beat the New York Yankees. Work counts, get the starter out of the game, and also make contact with the ball and force the New York Yankees to defend the ball, which they still had trouble doing. Is it coincidental that the run-it-back Yankees are having the same exact problems as last year? They feast on terrible teams, and they can only play the teams in front of them. But whenever pressure is on the line for the New York Yankees, they seem to fold. Just like I told you last night, the Yankees are second best in all of baseball in extra inning games at home. On the road, they're second to worst. So the Yankees have trouble closing out games on the road against decent teams, and that's a formula for absolute disaster. I could play last night's episode and put it on repeat, and it would answer the same exact questions as today. This bullpen is suspect. Bednar is not the guy. I've been yelling this all season long. It's great that he has ice through his veins, that he has a bulldog mentality, but let's face facts, folks. It's almost inverted the way that we trust our bullpen. The guys like Tim Hill, Hedrick, and now even Cruz is on the suspect list. The guys at the top of our bullpen, we can't trust. Look at Duval last night, and look at Bednar again. He puts way too many people on base. The opposing batting average against him is 300. His ERA is 3+. Those are good numbers if you're a 7-inning pitcher. He labors around the bump. He was efficient last night, which I gave him credit for. But once again, our closer comes in the wrong opportunity, without a high leverage situation where he's getting the save. It's to hold the game. I always hate bringing in closers for five outs, or I hate bringing them in for non-save opportunities. You save your closer for a save. Use everybody else until that point. And Bednar gives up the home run. Also, I am getting sick and tired of Austin Wells, Trent Grisham, and Jazz Chisholm. These guys need to step up. It's May 10th. Is it late enough in the season yet to get on people's cases? And now McMahon is finally hitting, and he can't throw the ball to first base. That wasn't Ben Rice's fault today. So the Yankees facing a sweep in Milwaukee against a team that has half a heartbeat. They fold like a cheap umbrella. and you can't have Trent Grisham in the leadoff spot anymore. I can't stand it. On what planet do you have a guy hitting 167 in the leadoff position? He's only been in front of Aaron Judge. You know how many first-inning home runs Aaron Judge has this year? Trent Grisham's only been on base for 2 of them. He's never on base in front of Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, think about this. This is the proof that Trent Grisham isn't a good leadoff hitter. He's not even a good hitter to begin with, but how many times Aaron Judge has hit a solo home run in the first inning this year? It's been a bunch. Then we got Jazz Chisholm with the 50-50 nonsense in the beginning of the year. It was cold in April. He's got more excuses than a pregnant nun, and now I'm done. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs by May 10th? You should be ashamed of yourself. And he puts it on himself. He's too worried about planning his wedding, too worried about social media, too worried about putting up numbers and getting a $300 million contract next year. You'll be lucky to get $80 million for 3 years, Jazz Chisholm, if he continues on this trajectory. I know he got a single today, but he's swinging from his heels all the time. He's fucking around with the umpires, and he's doing everything but keeping his head in the game and his mind on the ball. Austin Wells, I'm done with the Austin Wells project. I'm done. Ascara can take his job today. He cannot hit. It's been long enough. How many chances are you going to get at the catcher's position to be non-existent? He's almost an automatic out. His numbers are atrocious. And this is why, even during victories, I keep feeling like the canary in the coal mine, and I'm chirping and no one's listening. Going, hey, you know, we still got 6 guys hitting under 215 on this team. Hey, you know, they're still not good in situational hitting. Hey, they're still not good in manufacturing runs. And they're getting back to relying on the long ball and relying on Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger to do everything for them. I've seen way too much baseball to know good teams and bad teams. I'm not saying that the New York Yankees are a bad team, but they're not as good as you think they are. And they need to add pieces to the bullpen. And they need to do this before this gets into a major problem. Because the confidence level is not good in the bullpen. Bednar and Duvall are on the back of a milk carton. Now, Tim Hill's been getting touched up a little bit. Hedrick gave up a home run last night. Cruz pitched again tonight, so they're being used a lot. The Yankees need to start transforming guys into bullpen guys. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, Weathers, LaGrange, let's go. I've been hearing all year long that the Yankees aren't wasting any time. They're bringing up guys. They're sending them down. It's the no-nonsense Yankees. Let's put that to the test. Let's see how much bullpen helps from the inside the farm system with the New York Yankees. Then we had the return of scrambled eggs in his brain, chips in his elbow. Carlos, I blow up in a big spot, Rodon. Well, what did I tell you on last night's show? I told you if you had any relish to put on this game, put it against Carlos Rodon pitching, and that's exactly what he did. And you might ask me, hey, Eric, how did you know Carlos Rodon was going to throw out a dud today? Because that's who Carlos Rodon is. Listen, man, when it's August 11th against the Anaheim Angels in a low-leverage game, he'll give you 7 innings, 2-hit ball. He'll be lights out. He'll be one of the best pitchers you see. How did I know he was going to have a bad performance today? Because there's pressure on this situation. Yeah. He's coming back for the first time all year long. I knew that he was going to be juiced up, and he was going to juice out. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. This is what Carlos Rodon does. He has 1 inning a game where it gets helter-skelter. He loads up the bases with no outs, and he has to work out of trouble. Happens every single time he starts. The only difference was last year he got out of those jams and was able to cruise afterwards. You know, And I think we're going to have to recalibrate the conversation here on Carlos Rodon and what kind of pitcher he is, and even with Garrett Cole coming back. Wouldn't it be like poetic justice that Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon come back and they mess up the rotation because they're rusty? Carlos Rodon is not the number one, not the number two, or the number three pitcher on the Yankees now. He's a fourth starter on this team until proven otherwise. And if I had my druthers, if it was the playoffs, I wouldn't even have him close to a starting position. And that's what I'm talking about. He's smoke and mirrors. He's the Peyton Manning of the regular season, does well during the regular season. When any pressure is applied, Carlos Rodon fails. Now, with the run-it-back Yanks, whenever pressure is applied to the New York Yankees, they fold. Listen, I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but the Brewers, the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Toronto Blue Jays all play this style of baseball, and they give the Yankees fits. The book on the New York Yankees got out 2 years ago when they played the Dodgers and lost the World Series to them. They know how to play the Yankees. It's a simple formula. Put the ball in play, make them defend it, make them run the bases. Also, you got to remember, not to mention all the guys that they left on base stranded, how many times they messed up on the base pads this weekend. Even Aaron Judge got caught in a pickle, and they were dumb on the base pads when they got some insurance runs. This is the team where all the complainers in the comments section are talking about. And when you're in the know and you watch these guys, but you can't just be a fanboy of the Yankees. You just can't gargle up whatever they give you. I told you with that Anthony Volpe situation, it's a contract thing. It's not a baseball move, man. If the Yankees were doing baseball moves and they were doing the best for baseball, Trent Grisham wouldn't be the leadoff guy still on May 10th. He's atrocious. When you got a guy like Caballero who hits 247 and can steal 2 bags every time he gets on base, it makes no sense. If I had to put it right now for the bullpen, I would have to put Cruz at 9, Tim Hill at 8, and Hedrick at 7. And you can even flip-flop Tim Hill and Hedrick. But the Yankees bullpen is no bueno. They got no pecking order. They got no rhythm. The starting pitching was making up for a lot of warts and a lot of bugaboos on this team, guys. They're starting to get back to the home run reliant. And don't get me wrong, the injuries on the offensive side of the ball are starting to catch up. Giancarlo Stanton going down, Jason Dominguez going down. It cuts back on their versatility, and I get it. And the way Volpe's playing in AAA, he's not going to be brought up anytime soon. Maybe an Oswaldo Cabrera reunion would be pretty cool. Good to see Spencer Jones get his first hit in the major leagues in front of his mom, who was in the crowd today. So that was a really cool moment. Aaron Judge doing Aaron Judge things once again. But Carlos Rodon flounders, gives up a bunch of runs in one inning, walks the whole building, doesn't come through in a big spot for him. The Yankees face a good team who puts the ball in play, pitches well, plays good defense, and you got to remember, the Milwaukee Brewers are last in home runs in all of Major League Baseball. They're tied with the San Francisco Giants, and the way this game ended was on a home run. The way that the Brewers scored all their runs 2 games ago, off of Hedrick, off of Duvall, all home runs. The Yankees bullpen is a liability. The run-it-back Yankees have learned zero from last year, and they better wake up, because what can happen is the Yankees could get lulled to sleep in a bad American League. What you're going to be able to see is the litmus test is going to be when these National League teams come into the Bronx, or the Yankees go to play in interleague play this year. That's going to be the litmus test, because that's where the goods is in the National League. If your name's not the Yankees or the Tampa Bay Rays in the American League, you're below 500 and you're beef stew right now. So the New York Yankees need to do some soul searching. Maybe this was a good wake-up call because you're never as good as you look. You're never as bad as you look. You're somewhere in between. And you should go right over to New York Minute Sports. That's NEWYRKMIN on Instagram. Anywhere in that smoke wagon you call the information superhighway, you get to see my face. Lucky you. And don't forget to go to the New York Nuts merch store. Those are all those T-shirts I showed during the show. And yes, they are real. Get your Aaron Baboon Buffoon Bubbles T-shirt and go subscribe, like, and we got a membership. Become a New York Nut, and please support the show any way you can, guys, because I'm here for you every single night doing the Yankees postgame show right here on New York Minute Sports. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Bye.